is doing a lot of work, and he'll, in a short presentation of him, he'll talk about how in medical services, in oncology network, he'll talk about Indian Cooperative Oncology Network, and a very eminent speaker, a very eminent personality, Dr. Kumar Prabhash, President of Indian Cooperative Oncology Network, Tata Memorial Hospital, Mumbai. A round of applause for Dr. Kumar Prabhash, please. PPP? PPT?
So, good afternoon everyone. And at the outset, I will like to thank the organizers for giving me this opportunity. Anyway, I can't have a better story than what you have heard. I know it's not many times we hear a story like this, which is positive, not only positive, lot of work, and which has a positive outcome out of it, and especially coming out of from the government sector. But I think so what we learn is that if bureaucrat works, and I presume the two people who spoke were the bureaucrats, thing works in the country. So I thought, that is important, that if bureaucrat works, things happens. Again, I do work in Tata Memorial Hospital, but again, I bring my greetings from a government sector. It is called Tata Memorial Hospital, but it belongs to Department of Atomic Energy, again, meaning that whatever I have done, or whatever I'll be sharing, it is a part of government sector. So what I'm trying to do today is, my job was to talk about oncology and how oncology can be or needs to be one of the priority when we deal with our patients in the clinic. And I thought I'll choose the worst of the lot of the cancer patients. So if you take cancer patient, the cancer patients who are the worst of the lot, they are lung cancer patients, stage 4 ones, or I'll say pancreatic cancer, stage 4 ones, where till recently, we had a pretty nihilistic attitude that if you have a lung cancer, stage 4, pancreatic cancer, stage 4, you say, hey, we can't do much. These patients, they need to go home. And that was the attitude till recently. So idea is that if we have positive outcome in these patients, then we think that yes, we need to have good care or optimal care for usual cancer patients. Starting with the usual one, what I said, that till recently what we used to think, not long back, if you treat lung cancer patients stage 4, the average life used to be around 6 months to 8 months. And if you tell your patients this, majority will not be willing to take further treatment, and yes, they used to refuse it. And again I say, not long back, if you read below, it is 2002, meaning around some 13 or 14 years back. In fact, at the time when I was getting trained. Now, what has happened since then? Has there been some real change? And what we have done at our own hospital? So what we did subsequently is, we tried to do, can we make it better with whatever chemotherapy is available in these patients? And what we did, we tried to get a safer chemotherapy, and rather than giving only 3 to 4 cycles, that's what the way it works in oncology, we talk about treatment as cycles. We say, can we continue it when they don't have the side effects, and then see how they do? Remember, this is the median survival average life of a lung cancer patient. If you give best of the treatment, not long back, around 13, 14 years back, that was 6 to 8 months. And what we realized, if you do this, the average life of these patients increases to around 20 months. Meaning that a small change in the way you deliver your therapy, the change in outcome can be, I can't say dramatic. People do die by almost around 25, 30 months. But yes, you increase from 6 to 8 months to 20 months. And then the way patient responds to it, कि I want to take treatment or not, it changes. Now, next question was that, can we make it subsequently better? Can we have more information or different information than what we have today, and the outcome changes? This was showing that our data was also similar to what was there in the worldwide. Now, I am sure most of you have heard the genetic changes and the cancer. Am I correct? Oh yeah, okay. Most people didn't say it. I also don't say it when I am sit out at the back. But most of the time, my patients, they do understand genetic changes and the cancer. one of the area in cancer where there has been a lot of work is lung cancer and genetic changes. And this is something, genetic change, which is very well known nowadays in lung cancer, and which is very important the way we treat. And this was discovered long back. And this was known when we had, we tried to improve the patient care at our own center for these lung cancer patients. What was known that if you have these changes, then the patients, they do better. The chance of responses increases from 30% to 70 to or 75%, and they also live longer. And with what? Simple oral tablets. What it means that if you have a lung cancer patient, if you can get this test done, if the test is positive, give an oral tablet the way you give your to diabetic patient or hypertensive patient, and these patients, rather than living 6 to 8 months, will be living around 30 months odd with this simple tablet. We wanted to know what happens to our patients, and also, can we deliver this test? The moment we talk about genetic test, what comes to our mind? It is going to be technically challenging, and second thing, it will be costly. So what we did, we developed this test in-house, and what I want to highlight to see the cost of the test, and we are able to give this test to our patient on only rupees 700. And why it happened? Because we didn't buy the kit. We say, rather than buying the kit, which is commercial kit available, we will develop in our own lab and then see what is the cost. So now you know the cost of the kit, what happens, and the cost which the company which sells it, it makes the money out of it, and they should make it. We just talk about public-private partnership, so private guy is going to make the money, but the public person has a responsibility to develop technology which can be delivered to most of the people. What happened subsequent to this? We try to see what is the percentage of our patients they have these kind of genetic changes, and we found almost 25% of them, they have these kind of changes. And subsequent to that, we also compared, is the outcome of our patients similar to what has been reported in literature, and looks like it is similar. Again, if you read below, it is around 20 months. What it led to, also find out what happens to our patient. We think, ethnically, India is a different society in different part of the country. But as far as this mutation is concerned, look like it is similar to whatever part of the country we look for, because somehow we have patients from all part of the country coming to TMH. We also try to see, do you know WHO classifies us as a Caucasian? We think we are Asian, but WHO classifies as a Caucasian. We also try to see what is this genetic change as compared to Western population and Eastern Asian population, and it looks like it is somewhere in between for us. What it led to us an opportunity to do our own trial in our own setting, and then to see how our patient does. And this has led to this our trial. This is a randomized trial what we did in our own hospital, comparing tablet versus injection in the patient having these genetic changes. And this was the design, and idea is to show that this was sample size. Idea is to impress upon a well done randomized trial, showing that we did randomize almost 300 odd patients to compare how the patients are going to do if we do these tests and give the treatment to the patient, and how the outcome is. Highlighting, yes, if you do genetic test, give tablet, patient does better as compared to chemotherapy, and showing that toxicity is far lesser for them, and outcome is as good as what we have seen in the literature, and better than what we see with chemotherapy. Again highlighting that if you have a genetic changes, specific one, you are able to give a tablet to the patient, you can change the life of the patient, that average life of the patient from 6 months to almost around 20 months. Now idea was, can we make it further better? Is there a way if we make changes, and then what we're talking about 6 months to 20 months, can it become far better beyond this? This is another drug which is available, again based on the genetic changes if you give. And if you are able to give this drug, unfortunately not available in India at this moment, the average life of the same patient, which is going to be 6 to 8 months, it becomes around 50 months. Meaning that average life of a patient which is 6 months, it will become around 5 years if we do the specific test and you are able to deliver the treatment to the patient. And that's the kind of change you make a patient of lung cancer if you give appropriate treatment. Now, is there just one example, or do we have more than one example to show this? So this is another genetic test which is required for lung cancer patients. There are more than one, highlighting with two of the example. And this is the second example, what we call ALK mutation in these patients. And if you have this mutation, and this test again done at our center, almost 6% of our patients, they have this mutation or genetic abnormality. And if you do give them the treatment, and we have given the treatment, and this is again a data published from our center, it appears the average life of the patient, which is going to be around 8 odd months, if you are able to give this tablet again to the patient in a different genetic test, different kind of tablet, it is going to be around 40 months. Can we make it better? Can we have a better, if we have a more genetic test, and we give a better drug, can it become better? Yes, if you are able to give further tablet based on the similar genetic test, then the average life of these patients, again, they are going to be increased from 6 to 8 months to around 4 to 5 years. And why it is important? Why we talk about, why I wanted to emphasize? I'm sure we hear many of the tumor which we call curative, and highlighting that many times those patients where we think we do surgery, we remove the tumor, they live far lesser than if you are able to do this genetic test and you are able to give the tablet. And that's the reason it's important that you need to have a proper testing, which one can develop it, which can be economical, which can be delivered to our patient, and can be given drug, and then it can increase the life of these patients. I talked about 2 genetic tests. There are more than 2 of them, just highlighting that many of them are there. So I've been told to wrap up. A minute? Okay, so I'll take a minute. So there are many genetic tests, just highlighting the number of them. Then the question was, can we do this many of the genetic tests and a single sample at our own center? And this was our work, which is on the left side of the PowerPoint, and what's suggesting that yes, we can do the test, and again we are introducing this test for our patient care, and the test will be again at 1/5 or 1/6 of the cost what is available by a kit in the in the market, suggesting that yes, in the public sector also you can develop the test for your patient, which can be better for your patient. And this is what we're looking for in lung cancer. You are going to have a biopsy. You will be doing those histopathology. We need to do the molecular marker, and if we do this and again treat the patient based on this molecular marker, the life of your patient is going to change from 6 to 8% to around 50%, which is going to be at around 5 years. One more line I'll be speaking before I close, that the 5-year survival of our overall cancer patient in India is around 30%. In Western world, it is around 67%, meaning there's a huge bridge to gap. There's a lot of gap there which we need to bridge. And that can happen only once we start prioritizing that, yes, cancer is curable, we need to give optimal treatment to the patient, and if we do this, that is what we can achieve. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. I would request Dr. Kumar Bhandari, Director General cum Secretary, Department of Health and Government of Sikkim, to please come on stage and give a speaker memento to our speaker. A huge for Dr. Kumar Prabhas. Now we will quickly call upon, without any further delay, Mr. Rajiv Sharma.